Welcome, travelers of the spirit. Have you ever wondered if there's a place on Earth that is older than creation itself? A city that divine texts say was designed by Lord Shiva as a permanent city of salvation, long before Lord Brahma even began his cosmic work. Today, let's journey together into the heart of Kashi, the luminous, the eternal, the world's oldest living city.
It's a question that really challenges our entire understanding of time, doesn't it? While historians are digging for artifacts and trying to pin down dates, the sacred texts of India speak of a place that exists outside the normal rules of linear, everyday time. So, how can both of these things be true? Well, that is the mystery we're going to explore today.
Okay, so let's try to wrap our heads around this. You see, on one side you have mythic time. The Puranas tell us that Kashi was created personally by Lord Shiva before our universe even began. It's a city that exists outside the cycles of creation and destruction. And then you have historic time. Modern science through geo-exploration has found hard evidence of people living here continuously for thousands upon thousands of years. The real secret of Kashi? It lives fully in both of these timelines at the very same time. So to really understand this, our journey today is going to be like a pilgrimage, broken down into 5 stages. We'll start by looking at Kashi as a city beyond time. Then, we'll decode its cosmic blueprint. After that, we'll unlock the secrets of liberation at its most sacred god. We'll then witness its incredible cycles of ruin and rebirth. And finally, we'll truly understand why it is called the eternal living city.
So for our first stop, let's explore this idea of Kashi's eternity. You see, it's not just about being ancient or really old, it's about being fundamentally timeless. The belief is that the city exists on a different plane altogether, protected by divine will.
And here's a really key concept you need to know. Its sacred name, Avimukta Kshetra. This means the never forsaken. According to the scriptures, Lord Shiva made a profound promise to never ever leave this city. It's said that during the Pralaya, the great cosmic flood, when the rest of the universe ends, Shiva himself protects Kashi by lifting it up and holding it safe on the tip of his trident, making sure it remains completely untouched by the end of time.
Now, what's so fascinating is how this divine story is actually supported by so many different layers of evidence. You have mentions of this city in some of humanity's oldest texts, like the Rig Veda. You have this unbroken chain of civilization for centuries upon centuries. And now, the most amazing part, modern science is finally starting to uncover evidence that seems to echo these ancient legends.
A major geo-exploration study by IIT Kharagpur using GPS and deep drilling found evidence that people have been living here continuously since at least 2000 BCE. But the researchers say the data actually suggest it could be pushed back even further, maybe as far as 4500 BCE. Now, to put that into perspective for you, this makes Kashi just as old as, or maybe even older than, the great Indus Valley civilization. Just think about that.
But Kashi's timeless nature is really just the beginning of its secrets. The city itself, you see, is built on a divine plan. It's not just some random ancient settlement. It is a meticulously designed sacred space. The city is what's known as a cosmogram, literally a map of the entire universe laid out right here on Earth.
So what exactly is a cosmogram? Well, think of it like this. It's a design that brings together 3 different layers of reality into one. You have the macrocosmos, which is the whole universe, you have the meso-cosmos, which is the city itself, and then you have the microcosmos, which is you, your human body. Kashi is built so that these 3 layers are perfectly aligned, creating a kind of spiritual map that helps a person find their true place within the cosmos.
And you know, this cosmic map isn't static. It's alive. It changes. The Skanda Purana tells us that the city's very shape actually transforms through the 4 cosmic ages, the yugas. In the Satya Yuga, the age of truth, it was shaped like a trident. Then, in the Treta Yuga, it became a disc. In the Dwapara Yuga, it took the form of a chariot. And now, in our current age, the Kali Yuga, its sacred geography is mapped in the shape of a conch shell.
Imagine walking a path where every single step connects you to the universe. That's exactly what the 5 main pilgrimage routes in Kashi offer. They don't just cover physical ground, they actually correspond to the 5 great elements of creation. The sky element becomes your thoughts, the earth, the ground under your feet, the air is the very breath in your lungs, the water is the blood flowing in your veins, and the fire is the passion in your heart. You see, a pilgrimage through Kashi is literally a pilgrimage through yourself and the universe at the same time.
And all of this incredible cosmic design, it all leads to one ultimate promise. This is the very reason for Kashi's existence, the promise of moksha, or complete liberation from the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And the epicenter of this promise can be found in one sacred place, Manikarnika Ghat. Manikarnika Ghat is the Mahasmasana, the great cremation ground. It's a place that brings you face to face with the reality of death, but it is not a place of despair. It's actually a place of ultimate hope. The funeral pyres here aren't just for disposing of a body. They are seen as the transformative energy of Lord Shiva himself. And it's said that these sacred fires have been burning, without ever stopping, for millennia. The final rites performed here are ancient, and every single step is filled with deep symbolic meaning. The body is brought to the ghat, it's purified with one last dip in the holy Ganges, and then placed upon the pyre. The chief mourner walks around the pyre 5 times, symbolizing the 5 elements returning to their source. And finally, they perform the Kapala Kriya, a ritual that gently taps the skull to symbolize the release of the soul from its physical body. But here is the ultimate secret of Kashi, the one thing that makes this place unlike any other on earth. The scriptures, from the Skanda Purana to the Kurma Purana, all state the same incredible promise. At the moment of death in Kashi, Lord Shiva himself intervenes. He personally leans down and whispers the Tarak mantra, the mantra of liberation, into the right ear of the dying. This single act is believed to instantly destroy all of their karma, allowing the soul to completely bypass judgment and achieve immediate liberation.
Now, a city that promises to transcend death must itself be indestructible, and Kashi's long history is a powerful testament to its incredible resilience. It has faced centuries of invasion, destruction, and attempts to completely erase its identity, and yet its spirit has never, ever been broken.
You can see this story so vividly in the fate of its spiritual heart, the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. The original temple was first demolished way back in 1194 CE by invaders. It was rebuilt, then destroyed again. In 1585, it was rebuilt during the reign of Emperor Akbar, only to be demolished once more in 1669 CE by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, who then built the Gyanvapi Mosque right on top of its site. This cycle of destruction and rebirth is just woven in to the very fabric of Kashi's identity.
And this image, it just says it all, doesn't it? It shows the back portion of the demolished temple, which was left exposed as part of the mosque. Sources say it was left as a warning and an insult, but over time it's become something else entirely. A powerful physical symbol of Kashi's ability to endure, to absorb, and to ultimately transcend its own destruction.
But of course, the story doesn't end with destruction. In the 18th century, a great revival began, led by the Marathas. It was Maharani Ahilyabai Holkar of Indore who, in 1780, commissioned the building of the Kashi Vishwanath temple we see today, right next to the mosque. She, along with other Maratha rulers, also rebuilt and revived so many of the city's ghats and temples, breathing new life into Kashi's spiritual heart.
So this brings us to our final question. Why does Kashi endure? Why is it still a living, breathing city when so many other ancient centers of the world are now just ruins and dust? The answer lies in putting together everything we've just explored.
The city really stands on 3 pillars of eternity. First, its cosmic design. Kashi isn't just a place on a map, it's a living map of the universe, and that gives it a timeless relevance. Second, its profound spiritual promise. The guarantee of moksha, delivered by Shiva himself, draws people here and ensures its purpose can never fade. And third, its cultural resilience. The unwavering faith of its people has made sure that for every act of destruction, there has been an act of rebirth.
There's this one verse in the Kashi Khanda that just perfectly sums up the city's power. It says that even after performing millions of rituals, you can't get the same spiritual benefit that you get with every single step you take while walking in the lanes of Kashi. It suggests the divine energy isn't just in the temples, it's in the very soil, in every lane, in every single footstep.
So, Kashi leaves us with this really profound question. It presents a radical idea that a physical city can be a tool for spiritual alignment, a map to navigate not just its streets, but the cosmos itself. And if a city can be designed this way, what does that suggest about our own potential to find alignment, to find meaning, and to find our own place in this vast universe?
Thank you for joining us on this cosmic pilgrimage. If you found this journey enlightening, please do like, share, and subscribe to Sacred Vantage Bliss for more explorations into the world's ancient wonders. Stay curious.